Hello everyone, Uncensored match build-up show time. Liverpool, Man City, crunch, clash, late kick-off, New Year's Eve. We could do a load. In fact, you know what? I wasn't going to do this, wasn't intended. I was going to not talk about the fume, but I'm interested to know. 5:30 kick-off, New Year's Eve. Hands up if you think that's, if you're asked, if you think it's a shit thing.
Great. It's a great thing.
Not for me in my life now. It's not. It's absolutely fine. But generally speaking, yeah it's crap.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be fucking amazing.
Oh, the atmosphere is going to be incredible.
The atmosphere is going to be amazing. Get to watch the footy and then I'm going out
There's
afterwards.
Exactly. No rush, and then it's set you up for your night ahead, providing we win.
Providing we win.
Yeah.
And if not, fuck it.
Yeah. New Year, new Liverpool, and isn't it after that? So
Yeah, exactly.
we can go for that.
What about you, Rob?
Well, I saw the fixtures when I still worked there and thought a 5:30 kick-off, that means you're not getting finished annotating and tagging until 1, so I'm not going to have a New Year's. And now it's these guys' fault, so I'm not asked about that. But I feel sorry for them too. And do you know what? It's just, again, I'm not in the situation, but I think back to a couple of years ago when I was with a girl, and New Year's was a big night out, and you know that throws so many complications. That you've got the biggest game of the season, possibly Liverpool versus Man City at home, or one of them, and you've possibly got some lads having to make the choice of, do I have a girlfriend anymore, or do I go to the game, or you know you're going to get ready for these tickets. Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be a lot of single fellas going around town. Hopefully after we've beat Man
And a
City.
lot of single women though, Aubrey.
Hopefully after we beat
See, look, the
12
realisation. Did you see his face when he realised there's going to be loads of single women?
Yeah, but you know, I just think what you're doing, 5:30, keep it in the day or play it the day earlier.
Yeah,
you know,
I think
So Sky said they'd never do that, didn't they? I was told yesterday,
yeah.
and if BT Sports have gone, yeah, we're doing it.
The other thing is the actual reality of it is it's fucking hard enough to get transport on New Year's Eve anyway, and your taxis, people getting home from match in the fucking cold because you're not finishing till 8:30 when you're trying to get home, to then most of the time not get home to your home because you're possibly going to be going somewhere else. It's just going to make transport chaos, isn't it? So
we say that, but we had a big conversation this feeds into the Firmino stuff, which we'll do a bit on the behind the paywall. But Uber, I think that is it's a different world. We live in a different world.
Yeah. Has
It's a
anyone
brave
ever
new
paid
world.
for an Uber as well? Because you pass your code round. Ubers are getting people through New Year for free.
Yeah.
So
So you know, maybe it's an issue, but no.
But look,
the big issue. Sorry,
hang on, no. If the shoe's on the other foot and it's a game in Manchester or in Bournemouth or something like that, it's not right.
Yeah.
That's why it's fine for us this year because Liverpool are playing at home.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be a thing. That's what it comes down to.
This time next year, if it's going to be whoever you're going to fucking schedule it to be, is it going to be Liverpool? Because the fixtures come out how the fixtures come out, don't they? So they didn't move that to that.
Yeah.
But if it's Liverpool, Chelsea, and it's like Chelsea away.
Okay, allow me to rephrase. Do you give a fuck about Man City fans having a shit New Year?
no, I hope
I
they
want to
can't
make
get
it
home
worse.
and get egged all the way down like the M6 walking.
Correct.
So,
Good
they
Christmas,
go to
mate.
Birmingham.
Yeah, they're not going to Manchester. It's
Hey,
Man
lads.
United fans that go down the M6, not City fans.
Yeah. Hey lads, he left his Christmas list. Very visible there in the office. He didn't get one thing off it. He's fucking fuming.
I know.
So
But
just
that's
wants to
the
take it out.
thing.
I'm not taking it
Hypno.
out.
I got
No,
a
this is
beard
the point.
You can order it on.
This is the
Beard
point. Is that I
Did
totally
you decide not to use it though?
No,
Just
well,
turn
it's
their mics
just
off for us, really, Tom. The point is that I agree that if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd be pissed off. Mercifully, it's not, and I don't give a fuck about people from Manchester by and large. So fuck them, and hopefully we send them crying back out to M62, back to their now relationshipless lives, to not be able to get a taxi and pay over the odds for ale in your face. But anyway, the actual football itself. Aubrey, it's been so far so good this Christmas. 2 out of 2. This is to complete the festive period.
It's got, there's loads of pressure on it, and there's always going to be the pressure on this. Like, we had to win the Stoke game, and I know we've done that, but we had to because there's a very good chance that we'll drop points in this game. Because City are a fucking really good team, and they've made some high-profile mistakes, but also they come back against Arsenal the other week, which you could see the beginning of them beginning to believe in the transformation. Look, I'm an optimist. Liverpool playing boss. We're second in the league because we've played better across that number of games than them. Yeah. But that this one could go. There's 3 results that can happen in a football match: a win, a draw, and a loss. And this is actually
Right, Michael.
right. But in
We've
this
missed this dynamite.
Hang on.
dynamite insight, this guy got coached by BT.
Whoa.
But the way we've been playing this, season.
Yeah.
But the way we've been playing this season,
You'll be fine, mate. You see what you're replacing.
the way we've been playing this season, you pretty much think it's a win every time. You're never even contemplating the other two results.
Yeah.
This is one where you've got to actually lay in the little glimmer that you're not going to get what we all want because it's going to be such a tough game.
Yeah, but I agree.
Mr.
But
Rose
no, but that's
Optimism,
every
realists.
But that's every game of footy, isn't it? There exists the possibility that you can lose every game of footy, and you can
and draw and win.
Exactly, and draw and win,
and you can score and you can't score.
You cannot score, and if you score more goals than the opposition, more often than not, win. No, I get what you're driving at. Is that it's a bigger game. They're a better team than we faced for a few weeks. It's going to be a big test. Does anyone want a trivia question?
No.
Anyone?
Go
I'll
on.
Go for it. Yeah.
Good.
Robbie Fowler.
Because you can either get it right or get it wrong. Or one of them.
No. When was the last time Man City won at Anfield? And name the two former Liverpool players in the starting 11. You're wrong. I'll do that at the end of the show, so do stay tuned for that. The last time City won at Anfield, 2 ex-Reds in the starting 11. Chris, Pep was at Anfield.
He was. So was David Moyes, apparently.
So was David Moyes. I love that shot where it's Pep going, hiding under that hat is Pep Guardiola, and then it just pans out and there's Moyes, and no mention. He's playing us like 46 hours later than Guardiola. No mention of look, Moyes has come to watch the game as well. Good on you, Pep.
I think he went to shake hands with Pep, and Pep was like, who are you? Yeah. You know what I mean? Why are you here?
But I love that.
You're the ghost of Christmas past. What the fuck are you doing here, lads?
Absolutely. I love that. They were both sitting there with little smirks on their faces because we were 1-0 down and we'd just nearly gone 2-0 down and thinking, this is great. We'll just do what Stoke did. And then all of a sudden we went and smashed them off the park. Interesting that Klopp kind of had a little bit of a made mention of it, didn't he? He said he clearly wants to watch some good footy.
Did he? He said that.
Yeah. Boss, what would be interesting for me anyway, Chris, is that how Man City respond to us, and I wonder whether, because Pep's tried a few things so far this season. I think it's fair to say that he hasn't quite. The way Conte's hit upon something and it's fucking flying, it's working hands down, it's working for him. Liverpool seem to have settled on a system. Man City don't look like they are fully in the Pep mould as yet, so it wouldn't surprise me to see him take something from Stoke and maybe try and do a job against us to some extent.
I don't know. I think, look, Man City aren't firing on all cylinders. They're better than where they are in the league. I think the squad that they've got, the manager they got, obviously the players are part of the squad and stuff. But when it comes down to it, Guardiola's played.
What a show this has been.
Guardiola has played Klopp many times, and he'll know how Klopp's side. He might set up slightly differently, but he'll know. And Bayern Munich have beaten Dortmund so many times over the years when they've been there. He'll know how to set a side up to go against Jurgen Klopp. And I would be surprised if he did something mental, like put 2 up top, 2 big fellas. I don't think they've got that in the squad. To be honest with you, Pep Guardiola's squad will play the way that he wants them to play football because it will hinder their development if he asks them to go and do something different.
That being said, though, what I mean is, they played 4 at the back and they played 3 at the back this season. We saw West Ham play 3 at the back and came away with a draw. Stoke played 3 at the back and took a 1-goal lead or whatever. I just wonder whether I don't think he's got a set way of playing that we can go. He's definitely going to play this way.
That's good. That's good for us because if they're switching between formations, that means they're not fluid, and that's what's happened with Man City so far this season. And also, if he's messing around with 3 at the back or 4 at the back, he's worried about Liverpool's attack more than how we're going to get at them, and that's a good thing as well.
Yeah. What do you reckon? What do you reckon they'll do? Lewis, if anything.
They've been all season. They've been flirting between is this fullback now a centre back. So you've got Kolarov and Clichy, and whether they start out wide or as a centre back or did they tuck in as wing backs. I think with our front 3, we'll eat that alive. Whether it's 5 at the back or 3 at the back, whatever they're doing. We always play well against Man City because they're one of very few teams that try and play football with us. Whereas Stoke and West Ham, this could come unstuck, but I don't know, I'm not really But it's only Kevin De Bruyne who I'm actually worried about because he seems to be a player who can get a goal.
Aguero should be back, shouldn't he? He's banned up, certainly. I'd like to hope that he's just been sat on his arse eating chocolates for a month, which would be fucking amazing, but he's probably going to come back in decent form. I agree. I love playing Man City. Right? I genuinely hoped, going back to the 13-14, like my ideal world scenario off the back, it was obviously win the title, but it was to set up this back and forth with us in City for a few years. Two good teams with a good, you know, like playing football
we had like
in the right
Rafa
way.
Chelsea thing, didn't we? It's
Exactly.
Like
but without any of the bile or the hatred that comes with us in United or us in Arsenal or us in, you know what I mean, or us in Chelsea and what have you. So no, I always look for this game and think this is good. Well, regardless, it's going to be a great game of football to watch.
They're the money team, like they are the new kids on the block, as it were, and they've won titles. Yaya's back in, and he can always do things. So you're pitting what is our team, a very good team, against one of the best teams in the league. They don't really do it in the Champions League, but they blow teams away, and they've got that ability with Aguero. I just want to see Sterling get flanoed very early by someone. Just someone do that early on.
Put Trent in it back just to do it. Like.
Get us right up for it, and will he put Coutinho on the bench or something like that as like a little surprise?
That wouldn't surprise me. The one I want to ask about, well, actually Coutinho's worth mentioning, but Sturridge, Aubrey, does he start this game for you?
For me, no. I couldn't tell you if it's going to happen. I think he'll go with the same 11, pretty much. I can't see any changes. That's our first team 11 with Coutinho being injured. He sticks with that, and I think Sunderland will be pretty much like a League Cup game.
Yeah.
That's the one where he's like, yeah, you'll see 7 to 9, possibly a full team of changes in that one.
I was thinking about this, sorry to interrupt you. Is that a good time to do that, or can you push them for one more time? Because it's then Plymouth, isn't it? And like the 8th or something, or 7th.
Nothing worse than getting your 3 points at City, like touch wood, and then the next game you fuck it up. It's like, because you've took it.
He knows his players better. It mightn't be as many wholesale changes as I've said then. You're looking at James Milner's on the agent side in our squad. Still really fit, but he covers some ground, he puts some effort in. He needs a break at some point.
I think you probably you tweak, don't you, for Sunderland, but you're right, you go absolutely full strength this. And it's such a bizarre set of circumstances, and because it falls so weirdly, we're gonna have to Chris and I will be doing a weird version of the build up for that at some point. We'll figure that out. But it's such an.
Well, am I going to sit there and you're going to sit there?
Yeah, fuck it.
Proper weird.
We're through the looking glass here. I would almost be like, let's just kind of not worry about Sunderland to some extent, because it's such a mad game in such a ridiculous set of circumstances that I think you can probably manage that in a very like gung ho kind of way. Yeah. Whereas it's
so much better that this way round.
Yeah,
because we've got we've got the break from having played Stoke. It's like almost, it's not quite as full. Steve said it on the final word. It's not quite the full recovery time that we'd have for a game, but it's almost normal, isn't it? So you've got that leading into the City game, which should take care of itself because of getting them up for it, because it's a huge game, and you've got to really, really play it. If it had been the other way around, could you imagine we're sitting here talking about, okay, we've got 5 days and then we play Sunderland, and then in 48 hours we play, what does he do? Because you definitely have to rest players for that. You definitely change the momentum. Who knows? I think ultimately for this one, Daniel Sturridge, he's earning his comeback. I thought Divock Origi had one of his best games against Stoke. I thought he was playing players in. Yeah. He was taking. I think Firmino looked like he'd begin to learn how to play on the left with Divock Origi. They were interchanging more. So yes, Sturridge has come on, and that shot leads to the goal against Everton. He goes and gets the gift of a goal. I don't think he's done enough yet to be Sturridge, like, get him in. But former team in Man City. It might just throw that, and it might just throw that curveball in there. That's what shocks Guardiola.
Chris, is I don't think Sturridge runs defences ragged in the same way. We talk about the fitness thing. Is that I think he can, in terms of, I think you've got to be maybe more mentally switched on with Daniel Sturridge because he's such an intelligent footballer. But I think Origi probably physically gives you more of a game. You know, he's going to test you. He's going to test your pace. He's going to test your strength. He's going to test your heading. And maybe that is just one of those ones where. You can't really call him a battering ram as such, because he's not that, is he? But you get what I'm saying with that. You maybe soften them up for Sturridge.
I see what you're saying. Who would I, if it was between the two of them, who would I rather see Stones up against? Probably Origi, to be honest, because I think that Stones would deal quite well with Daniel Sturridge. I think he'd relish that type of a contest, whereas I don't think he'd relish the contest that Origi would give him. For me, Firmino's the best fit against Man City, though. You know, I think if we can get Firmino into the side, if by some way we can get Phil Coutinho, imagine the lift that we're going to get if Phil Coutinho starts that game. Firmino's up top. You remember it at Man City last season, the 4-1 there. He ran them ragged, and he's done that against big sides all season. If you see Firmino running in on John Stones, he'd struggle with that.
There's no player you want more
exactly
against John Stones than Firmino, because he's just going to chase him everywhere, and John Stones will like switch off and turn around, and he'll just nip in, and then whether he's got Coutinho or Origi on his right, you need players like Firmino with a ball-playing centre-back, as it were. And the keeper's also a bit of a bloody loose cannon, so he could be chasing that down.
I want to see Roberto Firmino chip Claudio Bravo from 35 yards.
I want to see...
what
what
else
Kleiny do it. I want to see Mignolet. I want to see all of them do it.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah. Why now then?
I want to see... Yeah, why now?
Can Mignolet kick it 35 yards? That's a question.
We'll find out.
Definitely. He's been good.
Key man prediction, Chris?
Adam Lallana, once again.
Why not?
Because he is, has been, and I'm not going to say
Hopefully
always will be, but for a while he will be.
Yeah, absolutely. Lewis, what do you reckon?
Ragnar Klavan.
Ooh.
There's a lot of pressure on him in what is a big game with no Matip there. Will he stick with Klavan or go with Lucas or something like that? So he's going to get tested by Aguero, and he done really well against Lukaku, which he went up a few levels in my estimation, having watched Belgium beat Estonia 8-1. Like, that was one of the few games I was like, yeah, we've let ourselves in for something rotten here. But if they keep playing like they are doing, and Lovren is playing really well, then, I don't know.
I think if we talk about the Coutinho lift, I think if we pull Matip, you're like, oh, hey, ta-da, Matip, you're like, oh, thank God. Because I think this is the kind of game where I would feel more comfortable having our, in inverted commas, best centre-half against arguably the best centre-forward. In
Definitely. If he's fit, if he'd got 20 minutes the other day, he'd be in contention in anyone's head for key man. Because remember the Chelsea game away, which is what this is probably going to be closest to, where they're going to have a spell. And he was just pushing Costa off the ball, and he was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I don't care. And he was so commanding, and he's so assured at the back that if we could get him back, I don't expect him to play, but if we could, I think Lovren and Klavan, they do all right, but they've still got those moments of turning off. Neither of them are the fully like 80% a version of Matip, aren't they? They're not the 100% concentration the whole time, so they're going to have both of them going to have good games. I also think, key man prediction, it's Jordan Henderson, because this is the type of game I've seen him mature into being a Liverpool captain. If people subscribe to the show, people watch the show going back for the last couple of years, I've questioned, he's not Klopp's man, he never picked him, is he good enough to be a Liverpool captain? And the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks, the answer's yes. His press conferences have got better, the way he's handling players on the pitch, the way he's putting his arms around like the young players like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Woodburn, and he's actually dictating play. This is a game where it's either we're going to go up, and he needs to actually say, listen, this is going to be tight, this is going to be the last 15 minutes, and he's going to have to, as a captain, do a change of plan on the pitch, or we're going to go behind, and he needs to inspire them. And because of that, I think it's massively important that he carries on his trajectory of becoming a really strong Liverpool captain.
Yeah, completely agree with all of that. To be honest, pick any of those. I think you're all dead right. But Roberto Firmino, because why not? Because this is exactly that thing.
Game.
Well, you know, we got what we said, and whether we put him centrally or not, it's less of a concern to me than it was 3 games ago when I was thinking, the left side as a starting place is not his position. He's not fitted in. He's actually gotten better and better in that spell against the point where he's back on the score sheet because he's drifted into the middle. He's taken a touch. He's slotted it left-footed. It's a great goal. He could have had at least 2. He probably could have come away with a hat-trick on another day in that game. So yeah, he'll be the one, and Klopp fucking loves him. I mean, unless he gets
Unless he
carted
gets
away
on the
and
aisle.
unless he gets unless he gets carted
Allegedly.
away and fucking locked in the fucking cells before we actually get to kick off time, which could be a different thing altogether.
Isn't it the 31st of January?
Yeah, Chelsea game.
Ah, right, okay. Well, you never know. I'm just saying he might like.
You might do something else.
Yeah, exactly. He might burn someone's house down or something. I don't know. Aubrey, give us a score prediction.
3-2 to Liverpool.
Lou?
1-0.
Nice.
Gonna be a tight one.
Fuck that, 4-1 to Liverpool.
I know what. Yeah.
And I actually think we will start fast this game. I think you've seen City over the last 3 games. They've scored a lot of late goals, haven't they?
Yeah.
It wasn't until like the 72nd minute when they got the penalty against Hull. So I think it's a good time to try and go out the blocks quickly and get the crowd into the game, more importantly.
I'll have a 4-3 thriller, please. As long as we come out on top, I kind of don't care.
Are we going to come back and review these when we do win 1-0? James Mill-Penn.
Never have, never will.
Save the face.
Speaking of reviews, though, we will be doing the half-season review over on the redmentv.com. We're going to be reviewing the squad all out of 10 so far, seeing how the signings have settled in, and then looking ahead to what we think it's going to happen in the second half of this campaign. Go over to redmentv.com, completely free for the month. There'll be a little button to click at the end of this video. Click it, go through. Be better humans. Trivia? Yeah. When was the last time Liverpool City won at Anfield, Chris?
2006.
Ooh, no. Anyone?
2011.
No.
2003.
2003. Ding, 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 Mr. Calvert.
Did you know it or did you just guess?
Well, you know, back in the Sean Gota days, they were...
Who were the 2 ex-Liverpool players in this starting 11?
Jesus, was Fowler then?
Robbie Fowler was one, ding.
Yeah.
And the other man,
McManaman?
no, scored the 2 goals in a 2-1 win for them.
Didier Man was much later. He was like 2006, wasn't he?
Would Nick Barmby have ever played for them?
No,
There's me
That's a
out the
tough one.
game.
it's not that tough. Scored 2 goals.
Ah, so we've got to be an attacking option.
Yeah.
And Elka played for them?
Nicholas and
Oh,
Alfred.
Nikolai.
Correct. There you
We
go.
only
If
had
you
him
got
on
all
loan, though, so was he technically ours?
that- He was an ex-Liverpool player. Did he wear a Liverpool shirt and play in the Premier League for us? Exactly. You've got your answer. Maybe think of that before you fucking talk, yeah.
Playing the smackdown on Redmen team. Jesus. I got the
This
answer.
is why I left. Yeah, you were right
yeah.
and you got shouted at. Bringing
Bloody
joy
hell.
into the hearts of
Hey,
these
listen,
trivia
you know
watchers
what?
at home.
Bloody Scrooge in and over there.
Lewis, you know what? Well played. And you know what? Well played for your singing exploits on the Christmas special as well.
I got done on the edit, by the way. I was going to put that on record now. We spoke to good-looking Liverpool fans and hideous Everton fans.
It looked like you were just running around asking anyone. You didn't understand the premise
I
of
know.
fittest fans.
You wasn't there, man.
Yeah.
I've seen things.
Yeah.
I've got like 100 yard
Apocalypse Now too.
speaks there.
That was Lewis's nam. But anyway, if you haven't watched the Christmas special, we're still in the festive period. Go back and watch it again. Lewis goes out and tries to find fit Liverpool fans because we're that progressive here at the Redmen TV, and then is forced to sing a song, and it's amazing. Still, plenty of content on the redmentv.com. As I say, half-season review. The final word from Stoke was incredible. We're doing transfer roundups every single week to the end of January as well. So go over there, watch it, and I say be good, and have an excellent rest of this year, and we'll see you for the post-match content after Man City.